Doug Ford is hiding behind parliamentary privilege and refusing to appear at the Commission for the Emergency Act inquiry. He says it's a federal issue and admits the police failed. Please like, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and most of all, comment down below. Here's the clip.
Both the Premier and the former Solicitor General, the now Deputy Premier, dodge questions about their summons from the Public Order Emergency Commission. In fact, since the summons was issued, we haven't heard a word from either the Premier or the former Solicitor General. Hiding the problem does not make it go away, Mr. Speaker. I ask the Premier, will he come clean and commit today to speaking with the Commission?
And to reply, the Premier.
Well, Mr. Speaker, this is a federal inquiry into the federal government's use of the Federal Emergencies Act. From day one, Mr. Speaker, for Ontario, this was a policing matter. It was not a political matter. And the opposition knows, Mr. Speaker, politicians don't direct the police. Top officials from the OPP that were running the operation in conjunction with the municipal police agencies and the RCMP are testifying at the committee. Again, Mr. Speaker, this is a federal inquiry into the federal government's decision to use the Federal Emergencies Act.
The supplementary question.
Thank you, Speaker. Back to the Premier. During former Ottawa Mayor Jim Watson's testimony to the Commission last week, we learned that in his conversations with the Prime Minister in February, the Prime Minister told Mayor Watson that the Premier was, and I quote, hiding from his responsibility for, yes, political reasons. Speaker, the Premier was hiding then when he let convoy organizers occupy Ottawa and harass residents, and he is hiding now by not testifying at the Commission. He cannot hide forever. Will the Premier finally do the right thing, go to Ottawa and testify before the Commission?
To reply, the Government House Leader.
Speaker, I think the Premier has been very clear that this is obviously a federal inquiry into the federal government's decision to invoke the Federal Emergencies Act. Now, I know the member opposite doesn't appreciate that, Mr. Speaker, but that is the case. At the same time, we have been assisting the Commission by ensuring that cabinet documents have been provided to the Commission, and by also ensuring that both the Deputy Minister of Transportation and the Deputy Solicitor General are made available to the Commission to assist them as they investigate the federal government's invocation of the Emergencies Act.
The final supplementary.
Mr. Speaker, back to the Premier. The Commission summoned the Premier and the Solicitor General, the former Solicitor General, because the people of Ottawa and Windsor and everybody else in this province deserve answers and they deserve accountability from this government. Instead, this Premier is choosing to hide behind parliamentary privilege. Parliamentary privilege? That's baloney, and everybody in this room knows it. He failed Ontarians.
I'm going to caution the member on her language. Yep. Caution the member on her language and recognize her to continue with her question.
Okay. This Premier, and this Premier knows it, failed Ontarians during the convoy and is failing us now. The former Ottawa Mayor testified.
Order.
The Prime Minister is going to testify, and so is the Mayor of Windsor. Other political leaders, Mr. Speaker, aren't afraid to talk to this Commission. Why is this Premier shaking in his boots?
And to respond, order. And to reply, the Government House Leader.
Again, Mr. Speaker, because it is a federal inquiry into the federal government's use of the Federal Emergencies Act, Mr. Speaker. At the same time, we are assisting the Commission in its work by ensuring that cabinet documents are provided to the Commission, by ensuring that the Deputy Solicitor General, the Deputy Minister of Transportation are made available to the Commission for testimony, Mr. Speaker. Also, obviously, the Commissioner of the OPP will be testifying, Mr. Speaker. The member herself shows exactly why this is political, and Mr. Speaker, it shouldn't be. It is a policing matter. We have been hearing that consistently throughout the testimony so far.